My name is Menendez. I'm a rising senior at Harvard, and this summer I'm doing research at the Houghton Library in an effort to write a short fictional biography on William Henry Ireland, who was an infamous Shakespeare forger. I think we take a lot of what we know for granted, and one of those things is simply just the story of literature. And nowadays, when someone picks up a novel, it has someone's name on it. It looks official. It has the copyright page and everything. That's something we don't think about. In the 18th century, when novels were coming about and writers were adopting this genre, it wasn't as easy. There were people who were claiming that they found a document, the manuscript to this document, somewhere else in another country, and they published it as if it was that, when in fact he actually wrote it, the novelist. And so I think it's a very deep fundamental change in the way we think about literature that just fascinates me. So this is a very big volume. There are, I think, 7 of these pieces in this one call number called MS Hyde 60, which is titled W.H. Ireland Papers, and W.H. Ireland is my subject. And so this was, out of all the things in the collection, the closest I can get to the man himself. It's almost as if it were like a museum that, imagine an exhibit on William Henry Ireland, curated by William Henry Ireland. He has drawings from that his father has done of famous people. This is something that his sister drew. It's just a lot of different things, and it just prompts me, what should I think about this? How should I think about this? And so I think that's where my imagination comes in. That's where my study of other things in this field, 18th century literature, come into play. One of the things that I've struggled with is trust. So I have this subject here who has a very complicated history, and the problem is that as a forger, it's difficult to trust him. You have to be careful with how you walk and how you approach the subject and how far you're willing to listen to him, to believe him, because he does say different things at different times in different publications, and this is no different. So the idea of forgery for me is, it helps me launch my imagination and, get deeper into this project, because since he has made it kind of impossible for us to know what really happened, what actually happened with the forgery, it allows me the space to think, this might have been the case, that might have been the case. So this short paragraph that I've written introduces my piece. I thought it would be best to have it begin with my narrator, who is beginning this project in an effort to present the story of William Henry Ireland. And so here goes. If we are to consider truth the subject of our story, we must begin by recognizing the unfortunate circumstances of our day, namely that men of distinction, as the world would have it, are fashioned from the semblance of virtue rather than the esteem of their character. Naturally, to find a fault in the life of a man is not a presumptuous task, and to deliver panegyrics upon his name is an even simpler venture. There are too many instances of these ills to recount here, yet despite constraints, I will endeavor to exhibit these truths more poignantly in writing briefly about Mr. William Henry Ireland.